Good morning. I never know where to look on this landscape setting. Look at all the room I've got. But I never ever know where to look. I end up looking over there and I look like I'm staring into space, whereas the lens is down there. So I've got to remember to actually look into the lens. I tell you what else as well, just going off slightly off piste. You know these videos? The maddest thing that I actually find probably the hardest thing, the thing that like creates a knot, like a ball of stress in my stomach, is just getting started. Like just actually saying good morning. I mean, you'd think after 10, however many videos we've done, I would have established, you know, just saying good morning and rolling into it was relatively straightforward. But honestly, it's already now like that anxiety's like dropped ever so slightly. I just find it a little bit, it's weird. It's really, really weird. Anyway, so just wanted to end the last 3 episodes and round them off just by going back to what a lot of the Wakey Wakey series was all about, really. And that is energy. And having the energy and using your energy wisely and kind of summoning your energy. And I think it's really interesting that a lot of people, certainly a lot of people who don't seem to believe they have the energy, maybe some people who find it more difficult to look on the bright side of life, maybe some people who possibly struggle to believe the glass is half full. There's a tendency for those individuals to think that the people who are bouncing around with a relatively decent outlook, with a nice positive mindset, I think there's a tendency for, or a misconception I should say, that those positive individuals were born that way. And I know that genetics and DNA, you know, they come into it, I get that. You know, I'm naturally, you know, quite a buzzy person. Some might say annoying. And I know that others are naturally maybe a little bit more laid back. But I'm not talking about that character trait. I'm talking about the energy that you need to portray confidence, you know, to portray success. And it's really important that everybody knows that that energy quite often doesn't just miraculously appear. It's actually, it's not all just natural inbuilt energy, okay? You almost have to call on it. You almost have to accept the fact and understand that it helps you if you can have that positive energy about you. So what I mean by that is, in your life, you can build a lifestyle around giving yourself more natural energy. And we all know that if you've got a good diet, you get, you know, enough sleep at night, you exercise, you might want to look into ways to develop your mind and meditation. I'll touch on my version of meditation at some point in the future as well. We all know that if you build this in to your structure, your daily routine, then you will start to see the results and you will start to have more energy. But it's equally as important to know that sometimes you've got to call that energy on. Sometimes you've got to understand, before you need the energy, that you need to summon it, if that makes sense. Couple of little examples of that. If you are having a meeting or you're going to meet a potential customer and prior to the meeting, you may feel a little lethargic, tired, you can't really be bothered. You've got to have a bit of time to yourself to realise that you need that energy, you know. Now, a quote that I was actually going to mention a couple of episodes ago, but I think it will be absolutely fair to say that I am never going to remember to end these videos with a quote, because I keep forgetting. But a quote I was going to mention during part of that last 3 video series is, your energy will introduce you before you say a word. I love that. You know, when you walk into a room, you've got the right energy about you. You're already halfway there, in my opinion. And you need to call on that. You need to understand how important it is to have a positive outlook, to have a good aura, to have a good vibe about you. Because if you do and you practice it and you call on it when you need it, you'll start to really see that the people around you warm to you. You start to have the right vibration about you, and by and large, things are better. Things will still be shit, don't get me wrong. But by and large, things will start to improve for you if you just realise that your energy is, you know, probably more than 50% of who you are. And you've got to work a way out of making sure that that is positive energy the majority of the time. So we will catch up tomorrow, and I will probably struggle to say good morning again.